not replace it. And we all have very similar views because we are from the same, world. But really, from your perspective, and you mentioned something very important, and it is about the power of the probably very few people on the planet at this moment. So, from your perspective, what should we do or be mindful of so that it is used for augmenting human development?
It's the part where you say thank you for the question, what I think. I'm going to start with the easy one, which is from the organizational perspective. It's where you put it to use, honestly. It's the idea, and I don't think that, at least I haven't seen in my practice here in Croatia yet, that someone is going around with the idea that introducing AI will replace whole teams of people. What we've come to realize with the AI systems that we've introduced is you still need people because someone needs to process the output of AI. It's creating different kind of jobs and different kind of opportunities. So I don't see any efficiency now increasing because someone introduced AI. On global scale, yeah, I've heard that in the US, but this is how they do, they already calculate the number of people that they don't need anymore in their organizations, but it's their decision. I cannot really comment on that. I think in the end, it will create a different kind of work for all of us. When you talk about a few people globally who have power, and I really I don't know. I think in the end we should just think for ourselves and not critically evaluate every information that we receive, and that's it. Process it, and as I often say to my colleagues in the team, sleep over it before acting. Thank you. You have more questions there?
Hi. I was laughing to myself when the lady was speaking over there, saying about, I think it was her son, because my two children quite often say to me, "Is that what your friend wrote again?" So I'm sort of worried, do I use AI too much? So that's one thing, but I'm also thinking, flipping it the other way. For people, for example, with neurodiversity, and many other things as well, there's so many great ways that it can be used, and it really can support so many things, as we know. So my question to the panel is, what are your thoughts on the way that we can all lean in together to really harvest and share the amazing things it does in service of ourselves and our clients?
Good question, and I think we've been talking about training individuals, but we also need to train AI. Remember, the information comes from whatever it can collect out there in the ether, as we know, and we know that it doesn't always get it correct. It does it really quickly, in a nanosecond we will get an answer. And also, let's remember that AI likes to please. So it likes to give you the answer that you are looking for, or it believes that you're looking for. So I think there's something around, and to answer Claire's question directly about looking at the cultural perspective, looking at, is everyone represented when we're using AI? Who's doing the programming? Where is the information coming from? How is it controlled in a good way? So there is a lot we can do together, and that is to look back at what is it that AI is really excelling at the moment, and what is it that we as humans need to take a rain check on and get involved with it and work in a binary way together to do that. Okay, Esther, I think you looking as though you agree with that. Okay.
I just wanted to add on that point that something that we have been thinking for a while as well on the AI Center for Excellence, and it's an idea that is still there. It's also to create a little bit of like a mentoring scheme where we can get mentors, those of you in this room who are actually using AI a lot and quite successfully, to be paired with those who might not have any experience at all, because I think this could also be a great way to create a little bit of ripple effect as well within our own community.
Okay, thank you for that. Manana, I think back to your human element. First of all, I'd like to thank the panel for visibly demonstrating the title here of where we're augmenting human development or quietly replacing it. You have all visibly demonstrated where you are quietly replacing it, where you're using AI every day. And the challenge is when we use AI every day is that then we think, what does it do? And there's a danger that it can replace the presence of us as a virtue to our clients. And I'd like to ask the panel, where do you think the danger is of that, where you're continually using it every day, and then it stops you and the 50% of the room thinking about what we should be thinking, because it becomes a behavioural, habit-forming action. So we lose the virtue with our clients by replacing it by AI.
I think it's a really good point, because AI can be very addictive, can't it? Because it gives you the information straight away, and you can go back as many times as you like and say, well, you might want it in that format. It will even make suggestions about the format that you could have the information in. And before we know where we are, we've got a string of data that we're asking them, can you summarise this? And you look at it and you think, that's okay. That's the critical point that you're making. It's brilliant at doing that. We can never excel in that way around disseminating information the way it can. But we do need to hang on to that part, that we need to be thinking, is this really this answer? Yeah. We need to take in all our human elements, think here, rationally, think intuitively, take it throughout the whole humanness and say, is this actually right? There is nothing wrong with questioning what AI says, because it does sound very plausible, doesn't it? It sounds great by the way it presents it, especially when it does it in different formats. So it's easy to be taken in that way, and I'll just say, lovely point you've made. Let's just take a breath, take a step back and think, is this really what I want? Is this really fit for purpose? Does this really fit where I'm trying to go with it? How will it resonate with others? Does it answer the question that I put in a way that's workable?
A big part of my clients are using...
I see that. We are running out of time, so we'll take this question and then I will ask the panel to provide a very last statement, and we can continue elaborating on this exciting topic during lunch.